Spring Choir Concert. My name is Mr. Kyle Lamb, and I am the 6th through 12th grade choir teacher here at Long Prairie Great Eagle. Thank you for coming. We are in for some really good music. Our students have done excellent work in preparing for this concert. Before we begin, I'd like to review some standard rules and etiquette that we ask you as audience members to follow. I'm going to do the first one myself right now. 1, please turn off your cell phones or put them in silent mode. Okay, here we go. Yep. Power. Got to push both buttons. It's all really hard, so we're all doing this together. Off. Okay? Feel free to take pictures if you want, but please turn off the flash so not to distract the singers. We invite you to clap after each song, but not during. There is one song that there is an exception for that. It's in a particular style where we invite you to clap along. Please do not talk or move during each song. If you need to exit the theater at any point, please wait until between songs to do so. Remember that there is a song at the end of the concert involving all students. Please stay and enjoy the whole concert so that your student does not miss any songs. Thank you for coming. We hope you enjoy the concert. I just need to read a couple more things. This concert tonight will feature all 3 LPGE choirs and a guest musician who I will talk more about later. The concert will conclude with a final song featuring all of our singers. I'll be reading notes to tell you a little bit about each choir and their songs, as well as to keep my comments relatively brief. If I'm not reading off these notes, I will go on and on. I'll have moments where I pause, and I'll just keep doing that, and I don't think we want that. So I'm going to keep reading these notes so that my comments are relatively brief. The choir you see on stage behind me is the 6th grade choir. I've enjoyed teaching these students first thing every morning. This second semester has been focused on beginning harmonies and using a full singing voice. The 6th grade choir's first song for you tonight will be We Are Here by Teresa Jennings. This song features 2-part harmony and a message that these students, though young, are strong and ready to make positive change in their world. Please enjoy We Are Here.
Find a way to seize the day.
song, Mary Had a Little Blues, is Charles A. Collins' answer to what is, of course, an age-old question. What would happen if you wrote a blues version of the nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb? For this piece, we are joined by a guest pianist, Kevin Lamb. For those of you wondering, yes, he is my brother, but that is not really a proper introduction, so here we go. Kevin Lamb graduated from St. John's University in 2019, where he double majored in math and music. While there, he studied trombone, piano, and jazz. In addition to his work at St. John's University Assistant Housing Director and faculty resident, Kevin Lamb still finds time for music. He currently plays in the CSBSGU Brass Choir and a jazz combo named Groove Negotiations. In addition to playing music, Kevin Lamb is also a composer, typically writing for solo piano, jazz groups, and brass ensembles. Please give a warm welcome to guest pianist Kevin Lamb. Sixth grader's final song will be Farewell, Farewell, Farewell by Teresa Jennings. This song is a round, meaning that the main melody will repeat and layer upon itself to create unique harmonies. We will also be joined by Nick Becker on the metallophone. You can get that sorted right now. Nick will be playing in an aleatoric manner. Aleatoric in music means that some element of the composition process is left up to chance. In this case, Nick has been told which notes he can choose from in different portions of the song, but the order and speed will be left up to him. This technique will create a shimmery soundscape to complement our round. Please enjoy Farewell, Farewell, Farewell.
Farewell, farewell.
So, as the 6th graders leave, and the 7th and 8th grade choir takes the stage, Kevin Lamb will be playing some transition music on the piano. Please enjoy this tune called Wallet in the Wash. Thank you, Kevin, for that great tune. The group behind me is the 7th and 8th grade choir. Their first song this evening will be Love is Love is Love is Love, which is a wonderful round about, you guessed it, love. Minnesota composer Adam Martinez explores the beauty of love in all forms with this song, including snippets of text from both a Beatles song and a 6th century Latin church text. Please enjoy Love is Love is Love is Love. Our next two songs are both folk tunes from different parts of the world. Our first song, Obuisana, is a medley of folk songs from Ghana, sung in the Akan language. Though these songs serve a variety of functions and purposes throughout the Akan culture, the title song is sung as part of a children's rock passing game hence the translation that appears in your program. The second song, I Work Upon the Railway, originated in the mid-1800s. Fleeing harsh economic and political conditions, many Irish immigrants came to the United States. Many of the Irish immigrants worked on railroads being built, and this is one of the songs that came out of that time period. Please enjoy O Buisana, followed by I Work Upon the Railway. song for the 7th and 8th grade choir will be a real treat for a variety of reasons. Not only will Kevin Lamb be joining us again on the piano, but the 7th and 8th grade choir collaborated to write the lyrics of this song. Throughout the semester, we learned about the blues style of music, we brainstormed topics to sing about, and we wrote the lyrics. What you're about to hear tonight is the culmination of that process, and we've come up with a blues interpretation of the frustration of advertising in our modern society. Please enjoy the world premiere performance of The Ads Are Bad Blues.
There ain't nothing but ads, 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 popping up everywhere. There ain't nothing but ads, 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 popping up everywhere. I click them away, but another one's right there. Got the ads are bad blues, and I can't skip them. I got the ads are bad blues.
As the 7th and 8th grade choir finds their seats and the senior high choir takes the stage, my brother and I are going to introduce you to one of the ways we like to make music together, that being improvisation. Occasionally, Kevin will be playing piano at home and I'll be walking by. I'll simply add my voice to whatever he's playing. Sometimes, to make it really interesting, I'll grab the local newspaper or board game rules and start singing that. This ensures that our song is completely improvised, that is, made up on the spot. Tonight we will be performing one of our improvised sessions for you, and to ensure that it's completely random, I've asked the senior high choir to bring me a random piece of text, and I'll just sing whatever is written on the page. I have written in this notes that I don't know who picked it, but I do, because they picked it right before coming out on stage. Thank you, Paige. We're going to be singing selections from Belly Laughs from Bikini Bottom. This is SpongeBob SquarePants jokes. Okay.
Senior act choir, you may stand. I have cracked this book open before, but it's been a long time, like probably 6 months. Yeah, sure. All right, let's go. Why did Pearl the whale slap the river? Because it was fresh water. How does Pearl like her steak cooked? Well done. Why does Pearl like the ocean? She's buoy crazy. What did one whale say to the other whale? Say it, don't spray it. Let's find another page that's not about whales. Oh boy, plankton. Why did the mermaid turn down a date with plankton? She was going out with the tide. How do you make a chocolate plankton shake? Give him a chocolate bar and take him to a scary movie. Thanks for laughing. What did the train conductor say when he saw plankton? Small aboard. New page. What's the best way for SpongeBob to learn? Let it all soak in. How did the whale feel when she got suspended from school? A little blue. Blue whale. We gotta find a good joke. Is there any? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Last two jokes. What is SpongeBob's favorite party game? Truth or square? Where does SpongeBob go when he makes a mistake? Back to square one. We don't need to keep this book. Okay.
So, you can stand back. Good. The group standing behind me is the senior act choir. This choir consists of the 9th through 12th grade students who have chosen to be in this ensemble. Their first song will be Roger Emerson's arrangement of Red River Valley. Completely different change of pace. Red River Valley is a popular American folk tune, though it is uncertain which Red River Valley is being sung about. It's either referring to the Red River of the North, which, as many of you probably know, borders Minnesota to the west, or it is referring to the Red River of the South, which is in northern Texas. But the earliest documentation of this song, this first time this song was written down and recorded, comes to us from Nebraska, about halfway between, it's about a coin toss, right? Whichever river valley is mentioned, it's more important the feeling of the song. The song is really about feeling heartbreak when someone you love is moving away. Please enjoy Red River Valley. This Love first appeared in the popular hymnal Southern Harmony back in 1843, and the text speaks of God's deep sacrificial love to God's people. However, in Bill Thornbury's arrangement, both the rhythm and the harmony has been altered to fit in more contemporary jazz style. Please note the following. This song has two solos, one by Michael Dowling, our bass soloist, and one by Kevin Lamb on the piano. In keeping with the jazz style of this song, feel free to briefly applaud at the end of each solo to show your appreciation. Please enjoy Wonder Song.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse for my soul, to bear the dreadful curse for my soul.
Now for something else different. The Four Chords Medley is a song concept popularized by the Australian comedy band Axis of Awesome back in 2011. So without explaining exactly what our 7th grade speakers, who should be making their way up here right now, are going to say, I do need to explain a couple of things. One, in music theory, every chord can be given a number. 2, there's a particular pattern of 4 chords that shows up in a huge number of songs. And so 3, this song is a mashup of popular tunes that use this 4-chord pattern. Please enjoy 4 chords. and in part because of a fun story that happened as a result of the students in my classroom. First of all, some context. We've sung a couple of songs over the years from a particular era of music publishing. This era was often known to have the composer's face staring at you on the front cover, often in a goofy, hand-drawn style. For example, this is a song we did recently called Sinner Man by Roger Emerson. You see he has a comb over, and he's just very earnest, right? It's silly, and it's like, why do I have to sing a piece of music out of this? Well, that's because that's how they wrote it. That's how they did it. But anyway, we thought this was funny. So when I mentioned that I was going to be writing a song for the senior high choir, Gracie Worsman asked if we could make a cover in a similar style to the Roger Emerson music. We worked on this for a good couple months in secret, and only pulled in Danny Chavez at the end to make a hand-drawn picture of we decided to go with a younger version of myself because I have more hair. When it came, just kidding, we just liked it. When it came time for the choir to begin working on the music, we revealed our new cover. Yay, okay. Not all composers get to have a hand-drawn picture of themselves on their own music, and I am very appreciative. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and though it has really almost nothing to do with the actual music, we thought it was important for you to know that story because we do have fun in here too, other than just sing and do work, right? If you want to take a closer look at either of these after the concert, I know it's kind of hard to see far away. I will leave them on the edge of the stage, like so. All right. Next, about the music. I began writing this song during my first year of teaching with that year's senior high choir. In creating this song, I asked the choir to explore times in their life when they were lonely, times they helped someone who was feeling friendless. They dug deep into their own life stories and inspired the lyrics that you'll hear today. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, like many things, the song was not finished that year. Instead, it had to be put off until this year. The song you are about to hear, We're Not Alone, was written to remind us that if we're experiencing loneliness, there is always someone willing to stand beside us and be a companion. However, more importantly, this song was also written to remind us that if we are not experiencing loneliness, we can stand beside those who are experiencing that pain and sorrow. It's up to us to be a companion and to remind the world that, like the title says, we are not alone. Please enjoy.
I need you, I miss you. Is it something that I've done? At the end
At this time, I would like to give out some awards. This next part may take a little while, so be comfy. Okay. Every year I have the opportunity to give out the National School Choral Award to up to 2 seniors. This nationally recognized award is given out, according to the website, quote, in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct by the general consent of the music faculty, school officials, and others. So when the following seniors' names are called, I would like them to stand and be recognized. Long Prairie Great Eagles 2022 National School Choral Awards are going to Ashton Rosno and Paige Parrish. Let's give them a round of applause. In some ways, this is a tough choice because all of our choir seniors have really contributed to our choir program in a variety of ways, and they really appreciate and honor those contributions. However, I won't go into long detail about what they've done, but just know that both Paige and Ashton have been consistently present in our choir programs since junior high, since the very beginning of when they could, and thus their contributions have compounded throughout the years. One more round of applause for them, please. At this point, I'd like all of my seniors, they don't know, some of them don't know about this. I'd like all of my seniors to come forward and line up at the front of the stage, right here. These seniors have spent countless hours singing for me and with each other, and over the years, we've gotten to know them each. We've gotten to know each on a both. Who wrote this sentence? Me. We've gotten to know each and every one of them on both a musical and personal level. We're going to miss them and their contributions to this community that they've helped create. In thanks, I have a couple of gifts that I'd like to bestow on these seniors, and good they're here. They all fit in these envelopes, which you can open later. It says handout envelopes. Okay. Here's the gifts you're receiving. One, I've written everyone a little handwritten note. I won't talk much about it. Everyone's is a little bit different. It's for you to read on your own. And number 2, it's not in there. It has been ordered but hasn't arrived yet. Does that sound familiar? Shipping delays. It'll get here on May 13th. Each senior will be receiving an LPGE choir keychain, and you're like, yay, keychain, but this is really cool. On one side, it has the longitude and latitude coordinates for our choir room. And on the other side, it says, keep this song in your heart. Yeah. Finally, I have a list, I have an extra copy, of 22 pieces of advice. When you're a senior, sometimes people give you a lot of gifts. Much of it is useful, some not. One thing that's often useful is advice. I hope that you can take this and maybe find some things that you can grow from now, and then maybe keep it with you and then look at it later, and then sometimes things resonate different in a few years. So I put together 22 pieces of advice. Why 22? Because they are the class of 2022. Right? So, feel free to count along with me. It's not a long list, but I do want to read it to you. 1, with great power comes great responsibility. 2, yeah, I know it's from Spider-Man. It's good advice. All right. 2, find where your deep gladness meets the world's deep need. 3, bloom where you're planted. 4, listen before you act. 5, compare pros and cons before making a big decision. 6, build and use your support system. 7, keep those people you love in your heart. 8, try new things, stay safe, and don't do stupid stuff. 9, I could stand to do the number 9. Think ahead and avoid procrastination. 10, it's okay to take a break. 11, keep in touch with those people who you care about. 12, when one person does better, we all do better. Support others. 13, when you're rich and famous, send Mr. Lamb money or merch. 14, find things to be grateful for. 15, occasionally unplug from technology and go outside. 16, be proud of what you've accomplished, but also look forward to the next accomplishment. 17, be prepared to grow. 18, eat all of your meals. 19, remember to bathe and do your laundry. 20, keep tidy. I could also do that one. 21, remember you are always welcome in my classroom. 22, keep singing. Thank you. We're gonna miss you a lot. I mean, there's always new folks that come up, but you will always hold a place in my heart. So thank you for being great. I would like to read your name, have you come over here. I want to shake your hand, and then everyone's going to clap for you. The order I'm going to pick is alphabetical, because why not? All right. Daniela Chavez Rodriguez. Paige Parrish. Chelsea Rogers. Ashton Rosen. One more big round of applause for the seniors as they come. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I have some announcements now, so hopefully you can compose yourself. You'll be fine. It's okay. All right. Before we get up on stage for our final song, I have 3 more announcements. I'll try to be brief. First, I could thank so many people tonight for their assistance in making this concert happen, but I'd be here all night. Instead, I'll direct your attention to the thank you section at the back of your program. That's what it's there for. There is, however, one person I would like very specifically to thank directly. I would like to acknowledge our collaborative pianist, Nichole Cuchna, for her help in making wonderful music tonight. Yes. I could go on and on, as I often have, about how much we appreciate her and all the work she does, but I won't. Instead, I'll simply say thank you for the joy you bring to making music, for being a supportive colleague, and for being someone we all look forward to working with. Thank you so much. One more round of applause from the coach. Second, we've not done as good a job advertising it as we have in the past years, but we have been selling hoagies for the last couple weeks. These hoagies are a great way to raise funds for all of our students to go on music trips and to do other music-related events throughout the year. For example, next spring, we are planning on taking the 9th through 12th grade students in the music department, both band and choir. Still in the planning phases, but we're looking to go to Orlando, Florida. And these hoagie sales help offset the cost. So technically, the sale ended last week, Friday. However, we are one final offer, literally the final offer. We've technically already put our bread order in. One final offer, but we can call it back. Yeah. One final offer. To order hoagies for the spring if you've not done so yet. If you would like to order a hoagie or 2 or 200 or more than that, or in between somewhere, there will be some students set up at a table in the commons right outside this door after the concert. Please let them know if you want the funds to go to a specific student in the music department. Finally, a group of supportive parents recently got together and started an LPGE Music Boosters group. This group is made up of parents of music students and community members dedicated to the long-term success of the music program. Their vision is that the LPGE students have a wealth of musical education and performance options and may participate without regard to financial constraints. So basically, we can do things regardless of the money that is necessary to do them. Support kids in music. Yeah. If this is a cause you believe in supporting our kids in their musical endeavors, there are two ways for you to participate in this group at this time. One, as an active member who attends regular meetings, or two, as a voluntary member who helps out when they can. If either way, you'll just be put on an email list to stay updated. If email's not your thing, there's other options too. If this interests you, we have information sheets at the back of the theater. Lauren Hebert is out there to talk as well if you have questions. At the very least, we hope that everyone who has a Facebook can find the LPGE Music Boosters page on Facebook, give it a like and a share, help support our kids in that cause. Okay, it is about time for the choirs to come to the stage for their final song, Sisi ni Moja. Sisi ni Moja is a Swahili phrase meaning we are one. It's a great way to come together, not only as a final concert song, but as a reminder that we as people are connected despite our differences. Some brief logistical explanation. We ask that the 7th and 8th graders come up first, and when they are in position, I'll motion for the 6th grade to come up as well. Since this transition will take a little bit of time, one more time on the piano, please enjoy Kevin Land playing a song called Marigolds. Big round. Before we sing our final song, I want to say thank you for coming to our concert. Hey folks, it's worth a sing. It has been a true joy to work with your students throughout the year. So after the song, have a wonderful evening, collect your kids, and safe travels home. Thank you so much for coming to our concert.
We all
all one.